I did my taxes today. I have never in my life been a numbers person, so don't judge me for this because I don't track my financials like week to week or month to month. I do it once a year. But I was so surprised to find out today that half of my income, 50% of my income comes from my low ticket passive income product, my $27 personalized report. So if you're a spiritual entrepreneur and you want to learn how to make more passive income, especially if you offer readings and you want to figure out a way to bring in passive income and not exchange all of your hours for dollars by having to show up live, listen to this video because I'm just going to walk you step by step through how I set up this passive income funnel in order to bring me consistent income. So let me start by explaining the service that I use to generate human design charts and the personalized reports, totally automated. It's called Bodygraph Chart. I love these guys, okay? They're not paying me to say this. I do have an affiliate code though if you want it, if you're interested. But I love them so much. Like they're so consistent. I think that the tech is like super easy. It never fails. Like I think it's gone down for me once for like a couple of hours, but it was no big deal. And their customer service is great. Like I've met their whole team. They're just literally the sweetest. So Bodygraph Chart is the website I use to create the embed code that I put on my own Kajabi site. If all of that sounded like mumbo jumbo, like ask me a question in the comments and I'll explain it to you. But basically, I host all of my courses and my entire website and all my landing pages on Kajabi. And from Bodygraph Chart, I got a code to plug in to my Kajabi site where people can enter their info and then get a personalized human design chart. Okay, so they put their birth date, their name, their birth date, their time, and their location. And then when they click view your chart, they get this whole like human design report for free, right? It shows their body graph, it shows like all of their chart properties. And then at the very bottom, there's this buy now button. So like all of that is part of the embed code. I just take the code and plug it into my Kajabi. And now people can land on my website, get their free chart. And also I have the opportunity to upsell them into this personalized report. The other thing I have going on my website is my lead magnet. Okay, so when you land on my website, this pop-up, if it's your first time on my website, this pop-up comes up and it says, hey, do you want my human design chart reading guide? Like human design is complicated and I'm going to break it down for you step by step so that you know what you're looking for. Do you want this? And so oftentimes people will give me their name and their email address and they'll be added to my email list and my nurture sequence. So if they pull their chart for free and I have all of these free videos that they can watch, and they don't buy the personalized report, then they're still going to be in my nurture sequence where I remind them about human design, about learning more about themselves and their chart, like weekly. It's like every few days at the beginning and then it turns into weekly. So I send weekly value emails like explaining the different parts of the chart. And then intermittently, I'll throw in an email saying, hey, if you haven't gotten your personalized report yet, you might want to get it now. And it's really simple as that, okay? That's where half of my income comes from. I have the website set up. I have the embed code there. So like that's the landing page. That's the first thing you see on my website is the embed code from Bodygraph Chart that allows you to pull a chart. And then people either buy a personalized report right then or they get into my email sequence because of the lead magnet and buy a report later. And I think it's like actually a really great place to start with human design. Behind the scenes, okay, I customized my whole like embed code to show the chart in my brand color so it's recognizable. And I customized it to add video links to each of the chart properties. And I customized the personalized report. Like I wrote all the copy for all of the variations. I did all of that behind the scenes in Bodygraph Chart. And then it just gave me a code that I dropped into Kajabi on my landing page. And now that people are on Kajabi pulling their free chart, they can also see that I have courses and that I have readings and other offerings. And even my link in bio, I used to pay like a separate service for my link in bio. Even my link in bio is from my Kajabi. Like I just set up a custom landing page. So hopefully this wasn't like too complex or overwhelming, but I figured like what better time to talk about this than tax season. And the time when people are like really reviewing their accounts and looking at all of their analytics and kind of looking back at what went well last year and what didn't. Like, I was looking at my expenses, and I have done actually a really good job cutting back on expenses the past couple of years. Like I said, I use a lot of all-in-one services, like Kajabi, for example, does a lot of different things for me. Bodygraph Chart does several different things for me. And the cost of Bodygraph Chart is, I pay $500 a year. Kajabi is more, but Kajabi paid for itself within the first month, so I don't mind that at all. Anyways, if you want support and help looking at your back-end systems and optimizing your funnels, you might like my webinar that I have coming up in a couple of weeks. It's called Retrograde. Retrograde season is the perfect time to look back and review things so that you have this like jumping off place when everything goes direct. Now you have all of this energy and momentum in like a good direction, right? In the right direction, in the direction that's going to make you successful and make you money. So the link is in my bio for that. And just reach out to me directly if you want my affiliate code for Bodygraph Chart, or if you need any help setting up your embed code or your reports. I love that stuff. That's like super fun for me.